All right, cricket fans, get ready for a deep dive into the ICC Champions Trophy 2025.
Yeah.
We're looking at all these articles about the schedule and the groups, and
Right.
wow, it's going to be a wild ride, especially with everything about the venues and India's involvement.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about.
So much to unpack.
Definitely.
But that's what we do here.
Exactly.
By the end, you'll know all about the big matchups, the whole hybrid hosting situation, and why this is such a huge tournament.
It's fascinating for sure, lots to dig into.
Totally.
For one thing, this is the return of the ICC Men's Champions Trophy. Haven't seen it since 2017.
Right?
We've got 8 teams, all top performers from the 2023 World Cup.
Yeah, and those groups are intense.
Oh, yeah.
Group A is Pakistan, India, New Zealand, India, Bangladesh.
Wow.
What a lineup.
And Group B is no joke either. We've got Afghanistan making their Champions Trophy debut.
That's right.
Plus powerhouses like Australia, England, and South Africa.
I'm already thinking about that opening match.
Oh, yeah.
Pakistan versus New Zealand in Karachi.
Gonna be electric.
And then, of course, you've got India, Pakistan, and Dubai.
The whole world will be watching.
For sure.
Speaking of Dubai, let's talk about this hybrid hosting situation everyone's going on about.
Right, it's pretty unprecedented.
It is because of the political tensions.
Yeah.
India wasn't really into playing matches in Pakistan.
Yeah.
So the ICC had to find a compromise so India will play all their matches, could even be knockout games at a neutral venue in Dubai.
So Pakistan's still the host, but India gets their own little home field advantage.
Exactly. And that even affects where the final will be held.
Oh, how so?
If India makes it to the final, it'll be in Dubai.
Makes sense.
Otherwise, it'll be in Lahore, which would be a huge moment for Pakistan. They're making a comeback as a host nation.
It's been a while.
Yes. This whole thing really shows you the complex relationship between politics and cricket on a global scale.
No doubt. And speaking of Pakistan, they are the defending champs from 2017.
That's right.
They're going to try to hold on to that title.
Playing on mostly home soil, too, so that adds to the pressure.
For sure.
They beat India in that 2017 final, so there's definitely going to be a lot of hype around those two teams meeting again.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's Afghanistan making their debut. This is a big deal for them.
Huge.
I can't wait to see what they do.
Me too.
Their journey to this tournament really shows you how much they've grown as a cricketing nation.
Definitely. It's inspiring.
Absolutely.
It's almost poetic that all this is happening just as the Champions Trophy is making its comeback.
Right.
We've got a host nation that wants to prove themselves, a debut team that's ready to shake things up, and this never-before-seen hybrid hosting model.
It's going to be an amazing tournament.
It's going to be on for the books. Before we get into some deeper analysis, though, what are your thoughts so far?
Good question.
What's grabbed your attention? What are you most excited about?
Well, for me, it's got to be Afghanistan's playing style.
Oh, yeah.
They're known for aggressive batting and a spin-heavy bowling attack, which could really change things up, especially on pitches that offer some turn.
Yeah. They've got some serious talent, and they're not afraid to take risks.
Exactly.
I think they have a chance to go all the way.
It's hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
They'll be a team to watch, no doubt.
Definitely.
But they'll have to be at their very best to beat teams like Australia or England. Those guys have tons of experience in these high-pressure situations.
Yeah, true. And speaking of experience, let's talk about Pakistan playing on home soil.
Right.
Well, mostly home soil, I guess, with the hybrid model.
Yeah.
I think that gives them an edge.
I think it's a double-edged sword.
How so?
Well, on the one hand, they've got those passionate home crowds cheering them on.
Oh, for sure.
That can be a huge boost.
Huge.
But then there's also the pressure of expectation. The whole nation is counting on them.
Plus the whole logistical and psychological impact of that hybrid model.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Can't be easy for Pakistan knowing they might make it to the final and still not get to play for the trophy on their own turf.
Absolutely. It makes you wonder about fairness. Does this model really give everyone an equal chance?
It's a good point.
For example, India is playing all their matches in Dubai,
Right.
a place they know really well.
Yeah, it's almost like they have a built-in advantage.
It is, especially if they end up in a big knockout game there.
Yeah.
And it's not just about being comfortable with the venue.
What else?
The hybrid model creates all these logistical challenges for Pakistan.
Like what?
They might have to travel back and forth between Pakistan and Dubai, depending on who they're playing,
Right.
which could mess with their preparation and performance.
Definitely uncharted territory.
It is.
It'll be interesting to see how the ICC and both cricket boards handle all of this.
For sure.
But let's shift gears for a second and talk about the venues themselves.
Okay.
Dubai will be hosting a bunch of the matches, but what about those stadiums in Pakistan?
Well, they've chosen 3 iconic ones.
Okay.
Lahore's Gaddafi Stadium, Karachi's National Stadium and Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium.
Wow.
Each one's got its own unique history and atmosphere.
I've heard stories about those crowds in Karachi.
Oh, yeah.
They're supposed to be some of the most passionate cricket fans in the world.
Oh, absolutely. The National Stadium in Karachi is famous for its energy.
I bet.
It can hold over 34,000 people, and when it's packed, the noise is unbelievable.
Wow.
It's an experience unlike any other in cricket.
Must be intimidating for the other teams.
It can be, but that's also what makes playing in Pakistan so special. The fans are so into it.
Totally.
They create this incredible buzz around the stadium.
So we've got these historic venues, this unique hosting model, and a mix of experienced teams and newcomers. Is there anything else that makes this Champions Trophy stand out?
Well, we can't talk about this tournament without mentioning the elephant in the room.
Okay.
The India-Pakistan rivalry, one of the most intense and closely watched in all of sports.
Definitely.
And with all the political stuff going on, every match between these two becomes a huge spectacle.
Yeah, it's more than just a game.
It's like a clash of cultures, a battle for national pride.
Exactly. And I bet this hybrid model with India playing all their games in Dubai just adds fuel to the fire.
It does. It adds a whole new layer to the rivalry. It'll be interesting to see how the fans react, especially if those two teams meet in a crucial match.
Oh, for sure.
It's almost poetic that this rivalry is taking center stage just as the Champions Trophy makes its comeback. It's like a story waiting to happen.
I like that.
But before we really dive into that and how it affects the tournament, let's take a quick look at the historical context.
Good idea.
Why is there so much tension around India playing in Pakistan?
Yeah, fill us in.
It's complicated, goes way back, tangled up with the whole political history between India and Pakistan.
Right.
Cricket matches between these two, they've never been just games.
Yeah.
They carry so much weight, history, national identity.
Wow.
They often become like flashpoints for political expression.
So it's not just about the sport itself.
No, it's about something much bigger.
I see. And this tension has led to times when India just refused to play in Pakistan.
Right.
Because of security concerns.
Exactly. In fact, India hasn't played a full bilateral series in Pakistan since 2008.
Wow, that's a long time.
It is, and it explains why this whole hybrid model was needed for the Champions Trophy.
Makes sense.
The ICC had to make sure India could participate but also respect Pakistan's right to host.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
It is a delicate balancing act for sure.
It really makes you wonder, how will this hybrid model change the tournament? It's a tough question.
Yeah.
No easy answers. Some might say it gives India an unfair advantage.
Right.
They get to play all their matches in Dubai where they're comfortable.
Yeah.
But you could also see it as a necessary compromise to make sure the tournament is a success and all the best teams can play.
A tricky situation. No doubt highlights the challenges of having these big international sporting events.
Definitely.
When there's so much going on politically in the world.
Absolutely raises some big questions about the future of cricket. Like what?
How do we handle these complex situations? Will these hybrid models become the norm?
Right.
Will we see other creative solutions?
Who knows?
Time will tell, but this Champions Trophy will be a fascinating case study, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And beyond all the political stuff,
Yeah.
let's not forget what this tournament is really
The
about.
sport itself.
Exactly. We've got Pakistan, the defending champs wanting to prove they're still the best.
Right.
India, always a powerhouse, always a
Right.
threat.
Mm-hmm.
And then these exciting new teams like Afghanistan, ready to make a name for themselves.
It's going to be amazing.
Like a clash of styles, a mix of cricketing cultures,
Absolutely.
a chance to see some incredible skill and athleticism.
And for the fans, it's a chance to experience that live cricket energy,
Yeah,
The roar of the crowd, the tension of every ball, every run, every wicket.
I can already picture myself there.
Me too.
Heart pounding as we get to that final over.
This Champions Trophy is going to be unforgettable.
It is. So, as we wrap this up, let's not get lost in the politics and all the complications.
Right.
Let's remember why we love this game.
The passion, the drama, the joy of it all.
This Champions Trophy, it's a celebration of cricket. It reminds us how it can bring people together.
It's powerful.
It is, whether you're a diehard fan or just curious. I urge you tune in. Be a part of this amazing event.
It's going to be special.
You never know what history will witness.